Hi guys, it's Darlene from Chalk Couture here with my last project. So this transfer will be released from the vault on Monday, September 16th at 9 o'clock a.m. You'll be able to purchase one, and then the second day you'll be able to purchase two. So I'm going to show you this one. It's large. It's going to take a while. So this is what the transfer looks like. This is what my transfer looks like. So when I first got this last year, my daughter-in-law thought that you could cut them apart. So that is what she did. It's okay. It may actually work better. I have only used the Mixmaster on one, and I put Love is Homemade. So I haven't done this one before, so we're gonna go ahead, we're gonna get started, and I may have to open up another jar of red. We'll see how this goes. So I'm gonna just work this way, and I am actually to the side of my project today because it is so big. So it's gonna be different. We're gonna just work on this a little bit at a time. It's gonna take a while. Trying to pick the right squeegee. We are going to use a lot of squeegees, a lot of colors, and we're just going to figure it out. I want you to see that it's not that difficult. It just takes time. So we are just going to do it one step at a time and hope that our chalk paste doesn't dry on this. And if we have to redo something, we will. So it's kind of weird working from the side, I have to say that. It's probably weird from you seeing hands coming from the side, but some of the time I'm going to be upside down working on it. I'm going to go ahead and peel this side to side and then put this into the water bath. I can see that I missed the top of the K, so I'm going to just try to gently lay this back down and get the top of the K. Okay, and then we're gonna pull because it's drying fast in my house today, and I kind of messed up the end of the cookie part. Well, we'll just fix that later. So my little swirly thing at the end, just a little messed up. All right, this is going into my water bath. We are not going to stress over things like that. You know, I have lots of paper towels ready because I'm going to need them. We're going to dry in between. So we're just going to keep going. I will fix that. I'll clean that up later. No worries. That is the least of our worries, I promise. Oops, that could be a worry. I don't know what's wrong with me today. Honestly, that is not supposed to be that color. All right, well, bear with me. Let's get this done. We will wash that. No worries. It doesn't surprise me. Those of you that know me know that I am forever making a mess. All right, gonna go ahead and peel this off. Actually, you know, I think it is more difficult working upside down. Definitely is more difficult because I'm missing areas, and working sideways is probably even worse. Okay, gonna go ahead and peel this off. Gonna put this into my water bath, and I'm gonna wash that. So I'm gonna take my Clorox wipe, and I'm gonna wash this transfer right here. So I'm washing the top of the transfer, but I also have to peel it back because it went underneath my transfer. So I'm gonna peel that corner back, and we're gonna wash it. We're gonna let it dry, and we're gonna lay it back down, and then we're gonna be fine. So don't worry, at least it wasn't onto something that we had already chalked and was halfway done. So we'll wait for that to happen because it probably will. But we'll fix it because that's what we do. We can fix it. All right. So let me just let that sit right there for a minute. Okay. All right. Gonna go ahead and lay it back down. And it should be fine. I'm gonna fold that corner under so I have something to peel from. Okay, let's keep going, guys. Alrighty, so the first thing that we'll do, we're gonna come over here and we're gonna work this way up. I think it's gonna work better to go from the bottom up. So vanilla extract is going to be white, and also the 2 teaspoons area here, that's gonna be white. So we're gonna take our squeegee and we're gonna do this. So you want your chalk paste to be the consistency of sour cream or yogurt. We're gonna put the excess back into the jar. My chalk paste has been drying very quickly all day. Either that or I'm just really super slow. So I'm gonna take some of my Grage. Grage is going to be for my little teaspoons. I'm gonna take a multi-tool and we're gonna do the teaspoons, and then we are going to peel this up. So working upside down is interesting. Kind of makes your brain think upside down. Okay. All right. I'm gonna go ahead and we are gonna peel this up because this is gonna dry really quickly on here and we don't want that to happen. So we're peeling up to that point, and then we're just gently laying it right there. We're going to do the rest of this. So this is white. The legs, yay! The eggs are going to be a different color. This is fawn. So the eggs are going to be fawn. Oh my goodness. And I'm going to have to just keep stirring. They're drying. I am having an issue with this drying very quickly on here. The air's on. It was 102 today outside. So that's part of the problem, is that it was super hot outside. And so our air has been on all day. Okay. Gonna do this right here. This is white. Okay, and then this little line right here is going to be my pink, and then we're going to pull that. So I'm going to grab my multi-tool. This is peony. I'm going to put it in peony and just going to dab, dab, dab on the little dotted area. Okay, just like that. Going to peel this up again. So going to peel up that far, and then we're going to do the very top. Okay. If there's something that I missed on that, I will go back and I will just fix that. So I'm going to do my eggs. We're going to do that with the fawn. Grabbing a little mini squeegee. We might use fawn later. It's possible. But I'm going to work quickly because I do not want this drying on there. I'm going to do my white, and then we're going to pull this and it'll go into my water bath. So that's just something that I know because I've been doing stuff all day and it's drying super quick. I know that I have to work quickly. Places where there's a lot of humidity probably don't have to work as quickly. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to pull this. All right, my eggs do not look very good. I am just redoing that one area. Dipping my chalk paste in there. I'm just going over the eggs again. Okay, better. Much better. If I have little oopsies, I'll clean that up with a Q-tip. All right, this is going in my water bath. Yay, we got one area done. So I honestly think that having it cut apart makes it easier. I really do. So, not that I'm suggesting that you cut your transfer apart, but it did make it super easy. So I could just do that one little area. Alrighty. This here, this red stuff, I'll go in later and I'll fix that. Not too concerned. It actually looks like it's supposed to be that way. Okay, I need to do the bowl, and I need to do the base of this. So it's going to be, Grage is going to be the color of the bowl, and the Mixmaster is going to be this beautiful color here, which I'm going to look at the bottom. It's not, I don't think it's aquamarine. It is Cool Breeze. So this is a retired color, but Couture Teal would be just as beautiful. So just stirring it. I'm gonna take my little sprayer. We're just having issues with things drying so quickly today. Adding some more water. This one is going to be interesting because I do have to work quickly on it. The bowl. So the bowl is going to be the gray. So Grage. So the bowl is going to be gray, and really there's not a lot. It's this area here. So trying to decide what I don't want to do first. If I want to do, just hurry and do that and then quickly do the other and hope that it doesn't dry. So I think that's what I'm gonna do. But we might end up peeling it, so we're just gonna see. We're gonna use our little mini, and it just goes right down here. There's like a little line right there. You could tape it if you needed to. So just going right to there, trying to not go over the wrong area because I know how I am, and that's okay because that's just me. Okay, looking at a little picture, trying to make sure when I look at my little cheat sheet to see where that all stops. It actually goes all the way across to there. And then the rest of this is, okay, yeah, this is part of the bowl right here. Okay, so that stops right there. This stops right here. And then the rest of this will be in my Cool Breeze. So I am gonna go ahead, I'm gonna pull this up because it's gonna dry on here. I already know that. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and pull that. And I really think that I need to dry this. I think that I need to pull this up and I need to dry this so that it doesn't smear. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and pull that. I'm just gonna hold that right there. Okay, see if that will go. Nope. All right, let's just take the whole thing off and let me dry that. I've got a little bit of gray over here, so I'm gonna fix that. Let's go ahead and get this dry. I'm just doing ear. Okay. All right. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to line this back up. I'm going to have to fix this before we move on. Nothing new about that, right? So, all right. All right, guys. Oh my goodness. It's okay. Honest it is. All right. So, got it lined up pretty good there. Gonna put this down and then get my air bubbles out, and we can do all of this with our Cool Breeze. Trying to make sure I get all the air bubbles out. Do not want air bubbles in there. Okay. All right, so stirring this up. And then I'm gonna grab some other minis. Okay. Needed another mini. Okay. Here we go. All right. It's pretty runny. Okay. Need a little bit up here. A little bit right here. And let's just see how that does. See if we can spread this and make it work for all of it. This is probably the hardest part of this because it has those little areas. I'll grab a multi-tool so I can do right in there. Okay. I'm gonna leave some of that on there. Gonna scrape this off to right there. Okay. I'm gonna grab a multi-tool. And I'm gonna work that little area. Trying to get right up in here. Okay, so I have a multi-tool here. Gonna get this area here. Get right in there. Do have a little bubble in the screen. That's okay, not gonna stress. It will be fine. Getting right in here. They say that you can use the little makeup squeegees. So at some point I will probably do that. Not today. Okay. Let me go ahead. Oh my goodness. All right, we're going to squeegee this off, and then we're going to pull because it's starting to dry. Do not want it to dry on our screen. As I cough. Sorry, guys. Okay. All right, it's not horrible. Have a little oopsie there. Okay, definitely need some more water. Hang on a second. Okay. All right, we're just gonna keep going. This one is a long project. I'm getting there. I'm still doing this. This one's a long project. This one's probably another hour. This is my last one though. So, I will probably clean that up once I get done, or I could do it now. So there's just this little area that should be gray, and I'm taking a stylus and just kind of painting it. All right. Other than that, you know what? Doesn't look bad, guys. Sorry, I've been talking way too much today. Okay, so we got to clean this up before we can do it. I'm just taping, I'm not live. So we're going to clean this. We're going to fix this because you know how I am. Got a little oopsie on there. I'm going to lift that up and I'm going to clean underneath. And then we can go ahead and we can do that part. So don't stress if that happens to you. It's okay. All right, so we're just going to pull this without knocking our chalk paste off. I just need to cough really hard to get that out. Okay, so I'm drying underneath. All right. Okay, so now we can go ahead and we can get this started. I just didn't want to have that under there. I could have just went over it with my little stylus. No big deal. Okay. All right, we are ready. So we are going to do, looking at my little cheat sheet, because I'm going off of what they have. This is what Chalk Couture has on their really cute little website. I'm changing it up a little bit. I didn't want pink, I wanted red because I thought red looked better. So this is my cheat sheet that I'm going off of. It is online, so it's super easy. So white, and this is pink, and all the words are white, and then the butter is yellow. So fairly easy. We're going to start down here. We'll do these words and we'll just go up. So I'm going to move my chalk paste over here now. And I'm going to scoop my little board over just a little bit so I have more room. And then I'll scooch it back when I'm working on the other part. Okay, so we're going to do this part down here. And then we'll do the butter. I'm going to have to stir the yellow up again because it is starting to dry. Everything is drying quickly today. All right. Go ahead and pull this up so that we don't have that dry on the screen. Okay. I'm going to gently set it right like that. And then we're just going to keep going. But I know that this yellow needs some water in it. I don't have much left, so I was trying to make do. I'll spray a little bit of water in there and we will just stir. It's going to last, it will. I need it for this, and then what else do I need it for? Oh, that's all. So I only need it for the butter. It just has to make it. This color is, let me look at the bottom because this one is retired. This is buttermilk. So this, I believe it's retired. Okay, so buttermilk, butter and milk. Oh, my dogs are in there playing. Can you hear them? Just trying to get it mixed so it's not too runny. Just need a little bit of it. Bailey gets feisty. She's the oldest, and she actually she's really mellow most of the time and just lays around and sleeps. Once or twice a week, she gets feisty and chases after the other dogs. So that's her and their growling. She starts things with them. Okay. All right, so that is done. Let's go ahead and let's do our little and sign here. I got a little bit of yellow into my S up there. I'm not going to stress because I can touch that up. So I'm going to go ahead and we're going to peel this up. Going to peel up our butter, and we're going to be touching up the butter. No big deal. Okay, I'm going to move that. I'm going to get that off of there. That doesn't belong there. Okay. I'm going to lay this back down and just gently. So I'm going to do all of my white here, and then this is pink. I'm going to go ahead and get that all on there. Get all of my white done. So that is, it's a little bubbled up there. Okay. I'm gonna need a multi-tool for the top because it's so close to the top, I think. Let me see. What I don't want to do is have it go onto the red. So I'm going to work it both ways. So I worked it from the bottom and now I'm working it down. And then I'm going to do the pink and then we're going to peel this. Because we got to do this quickly because it is drying. Okay, grabbing my multi-tool, which was all the way on the other side. Trying to get some of my pink that is not dried. Oh my goodness. What are we gonna do? That's what happens when you have 102, 104 degree weather. It gets crazy because our air has pretty much ran nonstop all day. Okay. It's hard for me to get in there and get all of that off. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and pull this and we'll see what we have to do, what we have to touch up, if anything. I'm going to hold this down while I peel this up carefully. All right, so I'm okay with that. I'm going to touch up the top of the cream. I didn't go up far enough. So because my transfer is cut, the top of that was really close to the board, so not a problem. If I'm concerned about it, I can just use my little stylus and I can just draw that in, no problem. So I'm just going to do that while it's wet and it'll all blend together. So it's just the very top of that. And I didn't want to put down blue painter's tape because it would take off the red. So, okay. All right. Now, there will be some cleanup on aisle 5. Oh, there will be some cleanup on my butter. Darn. Darn, darn, darn. That's okay. We are not going to stress. Okay. It really doesn't look bad, actually. The letter E, what I'm going to do is I am going to probably do that afterwards because I think that I can actually take the end of this stylus and all I want to do is I want to make sure that I can see the E. So I'm just kind of pressing on that. Okay. Actually, I'm fine with that. And I may clean this up a little bit. Once everything's dry, I can get right in here. I don't know if that's supposed to be like that. Yeah, this is not supposed to be like that. That's okay. We can do that right now. Okay. Mucho better. All right. So I see up on the tail up here that this should go up. No problem. Just going to kind of draw that in. Okay, so I'm happy with that. Now comes this part. So what are we going to do? Are we going to cut this apart? I'm sideways here, so if we cut this apart, where would we cut it apart at? Because it looks like it would be really difficult to do that. So I don't think that we will. I think we're just going to work with it and we'll just do this and we'll just peel. We'll just have to peel this way is what we're going to have to do. So let's think of colors. You know what? Something is missing here. I think. Let me look. Oh, no, it's not. I was thinking this line was missing, but it's not. It's here. So we have pink. We have pink. Okay, so for this one, let's do this. Let's do our damp paper towels. How about that? We haven't done that on this project. So what I do for that is I will tear off enough paper towels to cover this project. So that's probably plenty. Sometimes they overlap. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to put this under the faucet, and then I'm going to put water on it. I'm going to squeeze out all the water. So we'll have all of our damp paper towels. Okay, so that will show you different ways of doing this. So these are not dripping wet. They are just damp. So I've squeezed out the water. I'm going to separate them so that I have all of those. I'll put them over here so I can just grab one. Because as it starts to get too dry, or as I get an area done, I will put paper towels on it. Okay? So, and I'm gonna check, let me check my phone to see that this is centered. So I have to stand on my little stool here. And, oh, it's not bad. I'm gonna move the camera instead of moving my stuff down there. Okay, not bad, guys. All right, so let's get started on this bottom part. So it needs fuzzed, definitely. And we also need to fold the corners under, because I am going to, when I pull it, I'm going to peel from this side over here, because this will be the side that will be easiest for me. Okay, so to fuzz this, it's pretty big. We're going to do half of it at once. This is super sticky, guys. I know that new designers probably have no clue what our old transfers, how sticky they were. Okay, guys, it's sticky. It is super sticky. So I'm going to go ahead and I am going to put the towel on top of it, and we're going to do this a couple of times because we want it to be able to release from the board. We don't want to have an issue with that. I got a little fuzzy right there. Don't want that going onto my board and under there. Okay, we're gonna peel this side up. Somehow. Sometimes it's hard to get it started. Don't stress. It will come off. Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and peel this up. Okay, this one, if it stuck to itself, could be a problem. All right, so we are gonna go ahead and, I think this is dry. It's getting there. I'm not gonna touch it like that. All right, we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna get this off. I do see I am going to fix my butter. What I'll do is I'll wet Q-tips and I'll fix that, because I do see some areas now from this angle on the butter that needs to be fixed. So all I can do right now, I could spray this with water. So I sprayed my little Q-tip with water, and then I see this little area right here that just needs to be fixed. It's just that easy. Okay, so no big deal. Sorry, my head's in the way. Got my big head in the way. And I got all these little pieces of dried chocolate over here. Okay, so next, I have a mess here. If you guys really saw, oh my goodness, I have squeegees everywhere. I told you we'd be using a lot, and the chalk paste is drying on them, so I'm gonna have to clean them in between. No big deal. We're just gonna do it. All right. So to get this off of here, let's see. I think we want to do it like, this. Is we are going to fold this up The easiest way to get this off of here is going to be to fold that up and then flip this over onto my surface and then peel my backing sheet off. Just like that. Okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to lift this up. I'll fold these corners under too, because that'll make that easier. Okay, so now I'm going to lift this, going to get some air under it and try to get it up here right where I want it without having to move it too many times, because then you risk getting it stuck to each other, to itself. Okay, I'm going to pull it into place, hopefully. Okay, I think that's it. I'm gonna smooth out all my air bubbles. I think we are actually gonna have an easier time doing this with the damp paper towels. I think that, so you guys judge for yourself, because the damp paper towels, we can just keep chalking and then we can remove them all at the end. So if you haven't done it like this before, this is something new, just pay attention, and maybe you will start using this at some point. Okay, so we're gonna start over here. I'm just gonna start and go this way. So sometimes I might stop halfway, and I'm gonna need different tools, gonna need different squeegees. Hopefully I already have some of them. Okay, I need lots of multi-tools. Okay, up here, my salt is white and my little teaspoon is Grage. So we are just going to do that. I'm going to dip that into my chalk paste. I don't need a lot. I think I would want to keep this one after doing all of this work. Oh my goodness. I don't know that I can sell this one. It's a lot of work, but you know what? I usually do. I usually end up selling it and go, okay, well, I can always make another one. Okay, so the words are white. Okay. All right. And then this is going to be our peony. Peony is the pink that we've used. So this is going to be peony. We'll just go to right here and then we'll stop. And we'll do these guys right here. Oops, got a little bit on the white. No problem, because I'll just touch that up after we peel it off. Maybe we'll have some touch up. We're not going to stress over that, because you know what? We're just not. No stress, guys. All right, so gonna get that, and maybe we should go to here. This is all white. Yes, this is all. So that's all white with a little bit of pink mixed in it. Darn. Oh my goodness. All right, so just gonna get this done right here. No problem. All right. Gonna do, this is our white also. And then we'll do our pink, and then we'll get, we will get the paper towels on it. On that area. Okay? Deal? This project, that is why I did not do this project live, because it is a long project. If I had to stop, I could have stopped halfway and edited it together. Oh my goodness. Don't know what's wrong with me. I I keep getting pink and stuff. All right, so now we want to put paper towels on there. So we're going to put our paper towel all along here to keep this damp. Okay. So I'm covering that up and I'm going to fold this up. All right, so that's going to keep that moist. And you can kind of tuck this up so that you just have it on what you are wanting to keep moist that you've already done. So this other area here is still showing, and that's fine. Okay, all right. All right, so maybe what we should do is we should finish this and then we'll do the next ones. Gonna have some touch up here, no big deal. Not gonna stress over stuff like that because it's just not worth it, guys. No stress, guys. No stress. I knew that there could be oopsies. It never surprises me when I have an oopsie because I'm the queen of that, believe me. I am. I really try. I try not to be that way. But, you know, life. And I've got a mess. My whole board is going to have, my board that I have this on is going to have to be washed. It just is. I got chalk paste everywhere. So glad you can't see that part of it. Oh my goodness. Okay, so gonna do this here. This little arrow. So all of my arrows are pink. I'm just doing what Chalk Couture had. I just followed their little sample, making it easy on myself so I don't have to think about that. Gonna do my little cup grage. Okay, don't need that much. Oh my goodness. Okay. And then I'm going to do this right over here, and then I've got to get the paper towel on it. Okay. Need to do the handle. We can always go back and touch up. No stress over that. Okay, this is white right here. So we're getting there, guys. One step at a time, sideways. Is it weird to see me sideways? Because it's weird for me to do this sideways. It honestly is. But it's working. Okay, so far. If we pull this off and it is just all dried on the thing, I'm not going to cry, but I won't be happy. So, say a little prayer. That when we pull it off that it looks fine. Just gonna push this and get all the moisture down in here. We are gonna work quickly because these paper towels could dry out. We don't want to take it for granted and say, okay, well, we have paper towels, we're good. No, we're gonna keep working quickly. The bake part, that is gonna be our Cool Breeze. So we're gonna do that. I'm gonna find my little squeegee. Use my little mini squeegee with this. So we're getting there, guys. I know it takes time. It's a lot. It's a lot for you to sit there and watch. You don't have to. You can fast forward. I won't feel bad. I just hope when you fast forward that it's all nice and that it worked. So all of this over here is going to be my white, but I think that we need to just do part of this and then put down a paper towel. So I'm going to stop right to here, and then we'll put down a paper towel, and then we'll do the other part of it. Because I'm not going to tempt fate. I'm going to just do what I can. I have lots of paper towels still. and I can do more if I need to. So that's gonna go right there. It's gonna cover all of that, okay? So making sure that it covers my little tail of my letter right there. Okay, so I'll do, this outside is gray, the inside is gonna be white. I do not want to think, I want to just do it exactly how they had it. So inside is white, outside is gray. Got my little multi-tool right here that's going to make it super easy to do that. Woo. You know, sometimes I get crazy with these things. I almost went into the rolling pin. Don't want to do that. Cute. Scraping off some of this. Okay. All right, guys. It's a labor of love. Honestly, sorry for my reach, but gotta do it. Gonna tear one of these in half because I only need half. I only need enough for this cute little heart right here. Okay. Got my heart. Gonna do this part. So this is white, then that's pink, and then that is red. So I have several colors going on. And then we're gonna lay down our paper towel again. We're getting close. Closer. Still got to do those darn sugar cookies. Those are going to be a little tricky, but they are doable. My poor chalk paste is just like dying. It's like drying out. Okay. Okay. Got that. The bottom is red. This red is just about had it. I'm almost to the end of it. So I am trying to just kind of make it work. It's pretty lumpy. Lumpy bumpy. I'm gonna make sure I don't pick up that white that I dropped on there because I don't want this to turn pink. I want it to be red to tie into the top. So up there where the sugar cookies is, I am tying that color down here into the bottom. They used like a bright pink, Chalk Couture did on their sample. I like the red with it. Okay, so I'm just gonna set that there. Gonna take this little piece of paper towel, and that is gonna go right there. Okay. We're getting there. We're almost there, guys. Seriously. Okay, these are all staying moist. Making sure. Okay. We're going to work quickly, though. So this is iced coffee. Look at that. It is dry on the top. It's been open too long. It'd be nice if we didn't have this issue that they didn't dry out. Wouldn't it be nice to have one that took a little bit longer to dry? Just don't understand, but I think it's just everybody's humidity is different. So this is also the color, the outside color of the cookie. All right, I'm gonna do that. I kind of want to do the cookie last. This is my words right here are white. I got a lot of mess to clean up, guys. Does anybody want to come help? I need someone to clean up for me. I have a lot of mess here. Trying to get right in there. Squeegee off my excess. I can honestly say I'm being super messy tonight. I'm kind of tired. This is my 6th project today, because I've done all of the ones that are retired. And I did my live this morning. And I actually, well, not this morning, this afternoon. So, and I actually did my live twice because it didn't turn out the first time. Which, oh wow, you know what? So you try again. So you fix it. So you show how to fix it. So that's what I did. I actually had to repaint it because it just didn't work out. All right, this is really dry. It really, really is. So I'm pressing really hard to get it down through my silk screen. Okay, and then I'm going to put my paper towel on it. That's going to help it. Okay, scraping off all my excess, putting that back into my jar, getting a paper towel on this now. So we got all of our area covered up. We only have to do our cute little cookies and then we're done. All right, I saved them for last because they're going to be tricky. So the inside is pink and the outside is the iced coffee. So I'm going to make sure that I stir this up, and I'm going to make sure that this is all tapped down. I need to stir this up. I need to add water because it is way too thick. It's not going to work. So adding water, going to stir. This is not the type of project that I want to do every day. This is a pretty intense project. But once in a while, it's fun. I did the apple pie one. I did the pumpkin pie one last year. Had never tackled the sugar cookies. But you could do it with just the cute little... You could do the sugar cookies and you could do the mix master. That would be so cute. I don't know if that's called a mix master. It's probably called something else now, but whatever it is, yeah, you could do it separate. Okay, so this kind of blends. It's kind of weird the way it is because I'm gonna have to use my multi-tool right here because it has part of the cookie goes into that. So this is all pink, which is fine, but I'm part of the edge of the cookie. Am I tired? I am, yeah. This is a long one. I have my phone plugged in because I knew that it would die. There's a hair there too. Doesn't surprise me. If I have to touch any of this up later, I will. Don't stress. Don't worry for me. We're getting to the end. We're almost there. Trying to be so careful because I don't know what it is, if it's being left-handed, but I don't always have the control. And all of a sudden I'll go, oops. So I try with my small motor skills to really be careful. Okay, so got the inside of our cookie. Now we got to quickly do the outside. And I've just got to wipe this. Need another multi-tool. Don't want blue on it. Okay, I have my... So we're just basically painting with this. And we're just going to go around, do the outside of this cookie. This is like the golden part of your cookie. And then that's the frosting. So... Hopefully I can make this look right. Like I said, I can always touch it up. We know the magic. We know how to do that. We can use a little paintbrush too. That's another technique that sometimes people use is they just grab a little paintbrush and paint with this. If you thin it down, then it works quite well. So we're getting there. Gonna do in between here. I'm actually picking up some of my pink by accident. Trying to get right in there. Okay. Yikes. It's pretty intense, guys. But we're okay. Well, because I know I can fix it. So I am trying to be really careful, but it is blending together a little bit. I'm almost ready to just say, hey, we're done. Not really. Not really, because you know what? I want it to look nice. I do. I want it to work. Okay, I'm ready to put the paper towel down. And the reason I'm doing that is because I need to make sure that all of these are the same texture, because it will kind of take on the texture of the paper towel. All right. Pat, pat, pat. Get your moisture down in there. All right. Let's take these guys off and let's hope and pray, because you know what? We don't want to do this over again, do we? So take this all off and then I'm going to peel. And say a little prayer for me. Say a little prayer that I don't have to touch up too much. All right. Some of it dried. It did. Darn. Okay. But we're okay. We're not going to stress. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to wash it. And then I'm going to touch up a little bit. Oh my goodness. Okay. So, hey guys, my phone died on me. So, I decided while I was letting it charge up, even though I had it plugged in, it wasn't working. I don't think it's working plugged in. So I think it was just taking up too much. I needed to fix the bottom half. So I decided to go ahead and cut my transfer into pieces because it's just going to be easier for me. And then I turned my board so I'm working this way with it. So it was just a little bit hard going sideways. So I'm going to go ahead and this part, I think, is fine. I'm going to touch that up with a stylus. And that's all I need to do with that. Got to find my stylus. It's here somewhere. My little cookies here, going to touch that up. So those two, don't need that. But next time, this is going to be so much easier with this. This is all perfect. Don't need that one. All right, I got everything washed up, and I even closed up all my chalk paste. So I will just need to open the ones that I need, and we're going to go ahead and we're going to, these top two, this just didn't turn out. So I wanted to make sure that it looked nice. So I washed that off and made the decision that we were going to cut that. It'll be so much easier. Got my, oh, yeah, look at, of course, you know it, I am just so messy. So, gonna clean that up. Big old splotch of that. So I had to stir up my chalk paste. It was drying. It's almost 10 o'clock at night. It's still 90 degrees outside. It is so stinking hot today. So, needless to say, the air conditioner has ran and ran and ran all day. So, all right, let's do one at a time. I kind of want to go over this again. I think it needs to just be done one more time, and that's fine. We can do that. We're just going to take these one at a time, and going sideways, I think, just really threw me off. So I think it's going to be so much better like this. I'm going to get these all stored up. So I think pretty much I'm only going to need pink, white, and grage. So I want to make sure that I fuzz this and peel the backer sheet off. And then we're going to fuzz this, and then we're going to line it up perfectly. And I'm going to be able to line it up nicely because I'm right here in front of it. When I was trying to do it sideways, it was really difficult. It just was not going to work. So I can get this line back up. We can have a second go at it. All right. The pink, I think, is fine. Don't need to go over the pink. I just simply, except for right here, because that does need to be pink. So I think that it was just a challenge for me trying to work sideways. So let's do all the white first. We can go ahead and get our words. Because I don't think this should be as difficult as it seemed tonight. I really don't. I think that it should be a lot easier than that. I think it was from doing it sideways. Just gonna spread this really quickly. And then I'm gonna do the pink right over here. I'm gonna dip my little multi-tool in the pink. I'm gonna use a multi-tool for the measuring cup. It's not a big area. It's pretty small. And then we can peel this and it's done. So, you know, sometimes you have to go over things and redo. No big deal. I just took my Clorox wipe and all I did was I just wiped it off and I went over it a couple of times and then I dried it. Okay, perfect. See, look at that, is so much better. I'm happy with that. Before I wasn't happy, and I may go over this because maybe that needs to be better. I'm gonna put this into my water bath, which I don't have. I'm going to put some water in here. I washed everything, but I did not fill up my water. So, got that done just now. I'm going to dry this because we're going to be setting something right next to it. I don't want to accidentally touch it. I'm going to go ahead and dry that. Okay, now we can do this here. So I think it's probably dry. I'm not necessarily going to be touching it. This is going to be next to it. I'm going to peel the backer sheet off. We're going to fuzz it. Can open this up all the way. Okay. Alrighty, so now I can line this up. Now, these words are fine. This little dot here, I can touch that up later, but if I can see it through here, then I will get it. So I'm going to try to line those dots up so that we get it all lined up nice. And I'm not worried about the words at the bottom because I'm not doing the words. So I just want to have this in the right place. So this is white, pink, this is grage, and everything else is white. So what I can do is I can do half of it and peel, and that would be really easy. All right, so let me get my multi-tool that I need to, I'm gonna do this little pink right here, and do that little pink right there, and we'll do that. Okay, now the only grage on here is right here. So everything else is white, but we can't do it all at once because it's drying too fast in this house. Okay, and I'm gonna have to touch up my tea. No big deal. Not a problem. Okay. All right, you need a multi-tool for the white, the salt at the top. Okay, now I can peel this to the side. All right. Okay. Mucho better. Alrighty, so just gonna lightly set that right there, and I'm gonna quickly do the rest of this. And maybe if I had done it so that I was standing in front of it rather than to the side, maybe it would have been easier for me, because this seems very simple. And the fact that I've cut this down to size too. Okay. All right, so a little bit of cleanup on that. Not a problem. I need to clean up right on my W. This is going into my water bath. Okay, I'm gonna get my little pointy Q-tip, and I'm gonna put my little hand right here, and I'm just cleaning that up. So I want to do it while it's still wet. It's a lot easier that way. So you can only do a small area, then you got to get another one. So you're going to go through a bunch of these guys. No big deal. They don't cost very much, so. Okay. All right, so that's cleaned up. Okay, so that's all done. I'm fine with that. I kind of want to redo that part. So just bear with me, because I just want to do that part of it. Okay, so I'm fuzzing it, and I made you right here because I'm looking at the cookie and I'm seeing that it's not perfect. Okay, trying to get it lined up. It's a little harder than you would think. Okay, all right, so I just need that lined up. This is sticking to my fingers. So this part, you know what, I'm gonna do this by hand. So all I'm gonna do here is I'm gonna dip my little multi-tool in there. Okay, and let's just get that off of there. Let's just do it one more time. And then I'm just gonna look and see, what do I need to touch up? Okay, perfect. All right, I want to kind of clean up cookie, and I need to fix that right there. So everything else I'm okay with. Everything else looks good. I didn't have anything up there to finish cleaning up except for cream. So I'm putting my transfer into my water bath. So what I can do is I can actually get a little Q-tip, and I can dip it in here, and I can just kind of pounce that and get that, because what happened was it got some of the tan color on it. Okay, all right, so that is fixed. Now with the cookie, what I can do is, it's supposed to be more of my pink right there. So all I'm going to do is I just want to clean this up just a little bit. and then it's going to be done. There's a little bit over here. I hope my head's not in the way. My big head. I can take the other end of it and kind of tap that into there. So I want to kind of blend that. So that it kind of blends into it. Okay. All right. Anything else? I don't think so. I think we're good. I think we did it. So let me look up here. C-R-E-A. See, my A up there is not perfect. Okay. My A does not, oops, and I'm wearing my chalk paste. My A does not connect at the top here. So we're just gonna go like that, and we're just gonna do our M's. There we go. Okay, how's that? Okay guys, I think we are done. Nope. See a little spot of pink in here. So I'm going to stir this because I added water. I'm going to stir it, and I can use my stylus, which is right here, and fix that. And then I'll just take another look and see if there's any other areas that I need to touch up. You know, like right there, a little dot, but not with this color. So definitely not with that color. Some of my dots did not turn out 100%. So I can just take my stylus and I can fix those little dots. You know, I see little things where it's like, okay, well, there's a little dot on there, and there's a little dot inside there. Okay, and I just need to stop being too picky, but all right. I actually think that we are done. I'm not going to worry about this little curly Q up here. I'm going to let that be. Not going to stress over it. So let me see if you can see the whole thing. There's little dried areas on there, blowing it off. All the little dried stuff. All right. Okay, perfect. So this transfer, when you get it, it's gonna look like this. So it's gonna be big, and then there's a cut line down the center. You can see that. So you can cut it in 2 pieces. And if you want to, you can do like we did, and you can cut it down into pieces that make sense to you. So that actually worked out really well when I went back and did that. So that's it, guys. Hey, this one's available on Monday with our transfers that are released from the vault, and you will be allowed to get 1 on Monday, and then on Tuesday, so this is Monday, Monday the 16th, this coming Monday, 2 days, you can get 1. Then on the 17th, you are going to be able to get 2, and then they'll just increase it. So look for it in the deals and specials, or specials and deals, whichever section that is in your online shopping. So all right, guys, thanks for watching. I know it was long. I'm splicing it together, and hopefully you learned, and I learned, because it is much easier to do it standing this way. Even if my head was in the way, it would have been much easier, because doing it from the side was pretty difficult. So okay, guys, I will see you tomorrow.